Welcome to Social Network Analysis and Intel Gathering Using Artificial Intelligence by Brittany Bordeaux. The beginning of social network analysis can be traced back to similar theoretical roots by sociologists George Simmel and Emily Durkheim. This concept was adopted by Jacob Moreno and Helen Jennings, who introduced basic analytical methods in the 1930s. Social networks refer to social relationships that are built between individuals, families, communities, regions, and so forth. Each one of these can be considered a node or an actor within the network. The relationships that are formed between them are called ties. Vertices, nodes, and arcs are two of the most basic parameters within a social network analysis. Arcs are directional ties with arrows, and edges are ties without arrows. Vertices and arcs are two of the most basic parameters that comprise social network diagrams. However, there are a multitude of different parameters that can be used in social networks. An example would be reciprocity. This is a number S of unordered pairs of vertices, UV, which have ties within the network. A standard method has been adopted to help compare reciprocity throughout varying social network analysis. Parameters within social networks can be adjusted to display a vast array of information that details the social connections created or not created between nodes. These parameters can be used in conjunction with one another, but interchanging them will result in different data output collections. The data collected within social network analysis can greatly affect socioeconomic standards, which I will go into further depth with on slide 6. I briefly stated on the last slide that there are many benefits that present through the form of social network analysis. However, there are challenges as well. When considering social network analysis, there is an automatic inference that this is associated with only social media. While the use of social media is prevalent in many social network analysis, that is not the only source of data collection. These analyses have been around since Machiavelli. Often, this is where a definitional issue can present. Using artificial intelligence and graph theory, vast and intricate social networks can be used to map out relationships between thousands of nodes and hundreds of thousands of ties. This is where an ethical challenge can present. Due to the in-depth analysis created, there are concerns of privacy and constitutional invasions. In the same way that social analysis have challenges, its capabilities are vast. Using different attributes or parameters, visual data can be generated to help distinguish nodes that have a high degree of centrality or betweenness. Actors in the network that have great influence can disseminate information at a rapid pace. These social network analysis can help in the prediction of identifying new actors. In terms of collecting intelligence, this can be very beneficial when trying to identify reputable sources. Now that I have outlined a few of the benefits of using social network analysis, I can also highlight in what way artificial intelligence can increase these capabilities. Artificial intelligence create algorithms that are user-specific. This helps guide users towards a more friendly experience that is tailored to their likes and dislikes. For example, artificial intelligence can help facilitate content that can be generated for web pages that is relational to the audience the creator wishes to captivate, further increasing network exposure. AI utilizes opinion mining, which is a field of study that analyzes people's opinions, sentiments, evaluations, appraisals, attitudes, and emotions. This helps generate ads, groups, and interests geared towards individual users. This also helps to expose the user to new connections that are within the social network. Algorithms will record specific likes and dislikes of the user and then suggest new friendships or connections on social media platforms. This can expand social connections that would have not necessarily formed before. These algorithms help users connect to other people with similar viewpoints and interests. As I stated previously, social media is not the only method of data collection using artificial intelligence. SIGINT, which is signal intelligence, can also be gathered through intercepted signals. There are also two subdisciplines of this, which include COMMENT, which is communications intelligence, and ELINT, which is electronic intelligence. IMINT is another method that can be utilized to gather data. This is information that can include aerial, satellite, and ground-based collection methods. MASINT is not the same as SIGINT or IMINT, but it does collect other technical data. This can include radar, seismic, nuclear, and chemical and biological intelligence. HUMINT is the collection of data through human sources. This would include debriefings, official contacts, and clandestine activities as well as overt collection efforts. OSINT, which is open source information, is publicly available. This would include newspapers, radio, television, and internet, the social media platforms that were previously discussed. Using those various methods of data collection, we can also combine these sources with things like GIS, gravity model analysis, or IPV, preparation of the battlefield. These can generate robust predictive analysis, which can be useful and beneficial in many ways. This can help us learn which nodes are highly influential, and then removal of them from the network can disrupt things like terrorist organizations. These tools can also be used to determine when large groups of people are predicted to move across geospatial distances. Prediction of movement can help tremendously in times of warfare to mitigate against attacks. These tools can also be used on a personal and professional level. Using platforms like LinkedIn can help create connections through weak ties. These are connections that would have not regularly transpired without a third party to bridge the connection. These are considered weak ties, which are open to new opportunities now that would have not been so transparent before. The continued strength and development of artificial intelligence will determine the direction of future advancements. Through paths of unsupervised learning, AI algorithms will continue to evolve, as should the data collection generated in social network analysis. Eventually, AI may be able to filter out things like fake news, as well as predict complex relationships amongst users. This will continue the development of services based on more social data analytics. In other words, AI will continue to be a driving force for social network analysis now and in the future.